We see a pattern called codependence, and codependence is actually quite um, simpler than you might think. Of course, this is a generalization, but here's what I mean. When we think about codependence, it's basically a matrix of person A and person B. And this person A has a need called X, and person B's need is Y. But also, person A can provide Y, while person B can provide X. It sounds super simple, and it kind of is. This is the formula for codependence. So, when I am the person here, and suppose this is my wife, and if both of us need to be participating in this deadlock for the codependency to be continuing. But if I stop participating, so for example, if I stop needing X, then the codependency breaks because my wife can provide me with X, but there's no utility for me for it. So that's how one instance of a codependency can break. At the same time, if I cannot provide Y anymore, then again, this cycle, this deadlock of a codependency can break. But unfortunately, we want to change other people. Instead of focusing on what we can do, what we can change, we like to focus on changing the other party. This is how interpersonal relationships become problematic. It's like, the basic behavior of human beings. But the more we focus on the behavior that we can control, the more we focus on what I need, the more we focus on what I can provide, the more we can get on top of the pattern of codependency. So, nobody gets to that point for no reason, right? Of course, there's a lot of work to do in untangling codependency, but you need a kind of a direction. If you're gonna work on codependency, that's the direction that you want to approach this in. Instead of trying to change the other person and change the circumstances around it, you try to change what you can change. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's harder. I mean, it's obviously harder than trying to change other people because when other people change, you don't have to do anything. You get the work for free. But it's unreliable because we can't count on other people, right? So becoming our reliant person and working on changing that relationship with yourself, that I think is a more guaranteeable way of dealing with codependence.